Save money, eat like a king, and score brownie points on a random weeknight. Let's get to it. Beef tenderloin for $12.99 a pound, are you kidding me? First thing we do is remove the silver skin. It's a thin connective tissue that doesn't break down and stays tough and chewy. To do this, make an incision at the tail end, keep your knife blade angled up, and slice down towards the head. This fatty strip down the side is referred to as the side chain. It just pulls away from the rest of the meat, and it's great for making burgers and stir fries. Trim away any thick pieces of fat, but leave the marbling. This skinny end is called the tail. It's too small to slice steaks from, but it's great for kebabs and other dishes. Flip that bad boy over and cut off the other end. This is the head and is one of the best roasts money can buy. Perfect size for my little family. Now I'm left with the good stuff. I'm going to cut one small steak off each end for my kids. This right here is the money, the Chateaubriand, the king of steaks. Now you can slice these as thick as you like. I'm slicing mine like this to keep my meals budget friendly. A lot of people walk by these tenderloins in the store because they seem intimidating and the upfront cost seems expensive. What I'm trying to show is 15 minutes of work can save you $20 a pound at the grocery store. Could you just imagine how much this would cost at a steakhouse? In total here, 1.5 pounds of premium steak, 1.25 pound roast, and just over a pound of side chain and tail. We're going to choose our 4 steaks for tonight's dinner, and then we're going to wrap up the rest for later use. While I'm doing that, I thought it might be a good time to ask you to hit that like button. It triggers engagement, and it tells YouTube to push my videos out into a wider audience. Let's get cooking. I make my own wine for under $2 a bottle, so using a whole bottle to cook with is no sweat. I'm going to marinate these steaks in red wine and garlic for a couple of hours, and before they hit the cast iron, I'll hit them with a healthy dose of salt. I'm making a mushroom wine reduction sauce. I start by rendering down all the fatty bits that I cut off the tenderloin and proceed to caramelize my onions. Once they're cooked, I deglaze, scrape the pan down, and add my mushrooms. We'll cook those down until all the liquid from the mushrooms evaporates, and we'll add our red wine. Pretty much an entire bottle minus what we used before and a little glass that I poured for myself. Once all of that wine has rendered down and all of that delicious flavor has soaked into the mushrooms, I usually like to hit it with a beef bouillon. In this case though, I'm using a pre-packaged demi-glace from the keg. One for the doctor. Hit it with a little bit of cream and butter, and this sauce is ready to impress. I'm not going to tell you how to cook your steaks, but I will start beef and say cast iron is better than barbecue. Let me know in the comments, what do you like to use? I do the majority of the cooking, and while it doesn't always look like this, it feels good to do something special, and I can see how much my wife appreciates it when she gets home from a hard day of work. Let's elevate those flavors, shall we? Butter, thyme in the pan. We baste those flavors, making sure to get every side, and then I remove to a wire rack into a warm oven until I'm ready to serve. Time to set the atmosphere, get a couple glasses of wine ready, and get ready for the big reveal. And that's how you save money, eat like a king, and score brownie points all on a random weeknight. What are some of your go-to money hacks at the grocery store? Let me know in the comments.